This video will explain the interactive quizzing feature and analytics within Kaltura. To begin, select My Media to open the portal displaying the media that you have recorded. In order to create a quiz, you must have already created some media. So I'm going to select a video to add a quiz. I'm going to use this video titled XML. So I'll just select it. And then I'll have this Actions button below the video. Within the Actions button, I have several options. One of those is Add Quiz. So I'll select Add Quiz. Before we can create our questions, we need to go through some of the options here. The first will be to name our quiz. I'm going to call this Demo Quiz. Next, I can choose what my welcome message displays. The welcome message is displayed at the beginning of the video to tell the students that there will be a quiz. So I'm going to make the welcome message say, there will be a quiz. The next option is a checkbox. Selecting it enables the option listed below, which is all questions must be answered. The quiz will be submitted at the end. So that's an in-video tip that you can determine whether or not it will display. I'm going to leave it on. The second option allows your users to be able to download the quiz question list before they start playing the media. In this case, I would not like them to be able to do that, so I'm going to deselect. I'm going to click Apply to get to the next set of options. Here in the Experience section, the first option allows you to choose whether or not your viewers will be able to change an answer before submitting the entire quiz. So I don't want them to be able to do that, so I'm going to deselect it. The second option will enable your viewers to skip a question and come back and answer it later. I also don't want them to do that, so I'm going to deselect both of these in the Experience section. I'm going to click Apply to enter the Score section. Upon submission, you choose which one of these options you would like. So a thank you message will display after the quiz if you select the top option, or if you select the bottom option, your viewers will see the quiz score page after the quiz is submitted. I'd like them to be able to see their score, so I'm selecting the second option. The bottom allows you to choose whether or not your viewers will be able to see the correct or incorrect answers. I'm going to deselect that option. I'm going to select Apply, and now I can add questions. Now, in order to add a question, I can either begin playing the video and wait until the point where I would like to add a question naturally occurs, or I can slide the playhead to a position. So let's say that I know at 8 seconds that I want to add a question. So once I slide the playhead, which is this, over to the point where I want the question to be, a blue arrow appears. So I can select the blue arrow and add a question in this top box. There is a character limit here. Keep in mind, this isn't about like a midterm or a final. This is just for engagement. So the question I'd like to ask here is, what is 3 plus 2? Now the correct answer is 5. And I'm going to add an additional answer which is incorrect. 4. I'm going to add one more. 1. And another. 17. Now I'm going to click Save. This adds the question at that point in the timeline. If I don't like where I placed it, I can move it along the timeline to the point that I know is correct. Once I've moved it, I have to click Save again. Now I'd like to add one more question toward the end of the video at 23 seconds. Again, I'm going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to add a question. What color is the sky? Blue is the correct answer. green is an incorrect answer, and purple is another incorrect answer. So I'm going to click Save. And at this point, I'm finished adding questions to this. So I'm just going to click Preview Quiz. When I click play, I'll see the welcome message that we edited. There will be a quiz. All questions must be answered. The quiz will be submitted at the end. So I'm going to click Continue. And you see that the questions are marked here. So as the playhead naturally reaches that section of the timeline, the viewer will be presented with the question. What is 3 plus 2? 5. Continue. So the viewer is allowed to continue with the video now. And once the playhead reaches the second question, they'll be presented with the second question. What color is the sky? I'm going to say green. Continue. And once the playhead reaches the end of the timeline, the viewer will be presented with this screen. Now I can go back and review my answers, or I can submit. I feel pretty good about my answers, so I'm going to click Submit. Oh no, I got one of them wrong. So I'm going to click Done. I get a thank you, and that's that. So that was a preview. So now I'm going to go to the media itself. This is the live media. So I'm going to click play, answer these questions. Just going to run through it quickly here. 5, continue. And green, continue. And once I reach the end, I'll submit my answers. And again, I've gotten one of them wrong. So I'm going to select Done. Now, I want to go into the analytics portion. So I've selected my media, and I know that I have a quiz associated with this video demo quiz that we've been working on. So I'm going to select Demo Quiz. And under the same Actions button, I have an action called Analytics. So I'll select Analytics. Now, here are some metrics about your quiz. I don't have any here because it's not published in a course. But if I did, it would show me how many visits I had, how many of those visits played it, what the drop-off percentage was, the average view time, and if I have comments enabled, how many comments showed up on the video. It also shows me the average score of everyone who took the test. It also shows me by viewer how they did. There's also a question breakdown that shows me how the questions were answered. So here I can look at my quiz and see that everyone who took the test knows what 3.2 is, but nobody knows what color the sky is. So this is a way that I might be able to look at my video or my courses and determine what points I can spend more time on, or however you might want to consider your analytics. But this has been a quick video on how to access those general metrics for your videos with quizzes or videos in general, and how to add interactive quizzes to your videos. Thank you.